If you watch my channel, I've reviewed my share of Chromebooks, and they've been getting more and more premium as time has gone on. And one good example is the one I'm reviewing today. It's the Asus Chromebook Flip C302CA. Yes, it's a mouthful to say, but it really does step up the Chromebook game. Hi, my name's Andrew, and this is the review of the Asus Chromebook Flip C302CA. Let's find out if it's worth your money. Chromebooks have started to become more premium, and here's a new offering from Asus that proves the case in point. It's the Chromebook Flip C302CA. Put it this way, it's not your grandma's Chromebook. It really has a nice, sleek, MacBook-like feel. Gone are the days of looking at the Chromebook as nothing more than a glorified web browser. Let's find out if it's worth your money. What you get under the hood is the Intel Core M3 Skylake processor. It's got 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of eMMC storage. And of course it runs the Chrome OS. The Asus Chromebook Flip sports a 12.5-inch IPS Full HD touch display. That's a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It gets bright at 292 nits, but the color accuracy was not quite what I expected at 76% sRGB. Nonetheless, it has very good viewing angles, and this is a very sharp Full HD panel. Overall, I think Asus did a very good job on the display. And as I stated, this is a touch display, and the touch responsiveness was very good. I had no issues in that department. Its all-aluminum build is top-notch in terms of quality and build construction, and it only weighs 2.43 pounds, is only 0.53 inches thick. It's pretty evident they took a cue from Apple and Cupertino in terms of build, look, and feel. Now this is a convertible yoga-style device with a 360-degree hinge. Now the hinge is metal, and it's held up well for the last couple of weeks since I received this unit. Now, in addition to the laptop mode, the 360-degree hinge also offers the ability to put it into tent mode. This is great when you want to look at a recipe when you're in the kitchen whipping up a nice dish. And it's also great for media consumption. And of course, there's stand mode, or what we call presentation mode, which is great for consuming media as well. And of course, there's tablet mode. Now at 2.43 pounds and only 0.53 inches thick, it actually was pretty good in tablet mode, although most of the time I kept it in laptop mode. Now as far as ports are concerned, here's what you get. On the left side of the device, you have your USB Type-C, that's where you'll charge the device. You have your volume rocker up and down. You have your power button. And you have your 3.5mm headset jack. Moving along to the other side, you get a micro SD card slot. That's great for storage expansion. It's always a nice touch to see on a Chromebook. And you have your second USB Type-C. This is the one where you connect to a monitor. And it was able to power my external Asus monitor that connects via the USB Type-C, which was really good to see. Now, one of the big new features of this device is its ability to run Android apps right out of the box with the built-in Play Store that Google has been touting. And just like on the Samsung Chromebook Plus and Pro, this is still in beta, and the apps work somewhat well most of the time. Remember, there are some scaling issues, there are some sizing issues, and there are some crashing issues. But I think it will get better over time when Google rolls out the updates needed to take this out of the beta phase. Now, one of the best features of this device is its keyboard. I came away extremely impressed. Now, it has 1.6mm of key travel. The keys felt great. They were spaced out perfectly. This is one of the best keyboards I've ever seen on a Chromebook, and maybe even on a laptop in a very, very long time. And I love the fact that it is backlit, something that the Samsung Chromebook Plus and Pro doesn't have. And I think it was a big miss in that department. Good job, Asus, on the keyboard. I thought the touchpad was okay at 4.1.2.3 inches. It's nicely sized. You could do 2-finger scrolling, and you could do 3-finger tab navigation in the Chrome OS. Overall, I'd have to say they did a decent job on the touchpad. No complaints in that department. Now there are two side-firing speakers on this device. Unfortunately, I had a defective unit with a defective right speaker. It had to go back to be replaced due to that problem. But here it is nonetheless to give you an idea of the sound. If you watch my channel, you know I'm a big fan of the Dell XPS 13. And if you saw my coverage of CES 2017 this year, you know I was able to get a first look at the XPS 13 2-in-1. What got me really excited was the fact that it not only has a 360-degree hinge, but it also has pen support. Now, from the other reviews that I was able to check out, the sound and the speakers are pretty good. Now, unfortunately, my unit is defective, and I had to get a replacement unit. It's underway. The process is underway. I should be getting a replacement unit very soon, and when I do, I will report back my findings. Now there's no camera on the back, but there is a 0.9 megapixel webcam on the front, a little bit low resolution for my taste, and it was a bit grainy and I wasn't crazy about the resolution. Let's take a look and to see how it is in action. Since this was able to run the Google Play Store, I was able to download the Geekbench 4 test. It did a 4,558 on the multi-core score, and its built-in graphics did 2,294. Overall, I'd say these are pretty good scores considering it does have a Core M3 Skylake processor. On the 3D Mark Slingshot test, it did 3,572, which is actually pretty good as a slingshot test is a pretty intensive test. And on the Ice Storm Unlimited test, it did 40,692, a very good score indeed. And on the Ice Storm Extreme test, it did 14,241. Overall, very good scores. On the Octane 2.0 score, it did 20,559. So what do these scores mean in real-world usage? It means that this is a very well-performing machine. You can do gaming on this. The thermals were good on this as well. I'm overall very impressed in terms of the Core M3 processing power. What you get out of this device is a pretty good powerhouse for a Chromebook level device. Battery life was very good on this unit. On the AMDtech endurance test, it did 8 hours and 51 minutes. It's better than the ultra portable average of 8 hours and 3 minutes, but it fell shy of the Acer Chromebook R13, which did 11 hours, and the Dell Chromebook 13, which really did an excellent 13 hours and 25 minutes. But overall, I'd have to say this is an above average, very good battery life for a Chromebook. So, at the end of the day, can I recommend the Asus Chromebook Flip C302CA? And the answer is an emphatic yes. I came away extremely impressed with this Chromebook offering. First, here's what I like. I like its bright 1080p touch display. I love its solid battery life, its speedy performance with its Core M3 processor, and I loved its keyboard and trackpad. But as with any device, there are things that I think need improvement, and here they are. First, there's no full-size USB Type-A port on this device, and I think they did have the room to put one in. And it had, of course, a subpar webcam with its grainy images and low resolution. And, of course, the Android apps, it's great to have on this device, but it's still in beta, and it needs to iron out the kinks before we can really give it the thumbs up. And some people might scoff at its $499 price tag, claiming that it'll be too expensive for a Chromebook. I'm not in that camp. I think it's worth the price of admission. I think its build quality, its all metal construction, and high quality materials really make it worth the price tag. But with those few negatives aside, I have to say this is one of the best Chromebooks out there right now, and it's really up in that premium level quality that we're all looking for in a thin and light device. Even though it runs the Chrome OS, this is really a premium device at its heart. It certainly checks all the boxes that you want in a 2-in-1 convertible Chromebook. Excellent display, very good battery life, excellent build quality, and really good performance. And that's why I'm going to give it 84%. It's a premium but pricey Chromebook, but I think well worth your money. So what do you think about the Asus Chromebook Flip C302CA? Is it something you might want to pick up? Now, this is one of the more premium builds, one of the more premium Chromebooks that have come around since its introduction. And I have to say I'm really impressed. It is really one of the best ones I've tested out so far. Now, I just reviewed the Samsung Chromebook plus the ARM version of the Samsung offering. And I have to say that this one probably beats that in many of the categories, especially in performance. Now, I don't have the Samsung Chromebook Pro on hand. That's coming out in April. That should be able to compete a little bit better in terms of performance with the Asus offering. But as far as the Asus is concerned, I think it really checks a lot of the boxes. It's got a nice full HD display. I like its build quality, very premium, very MacBook-like. And I like the fact that it has the fact that you could run the Android apps right out the box due to its touchscreen and its Android integration through the Google Play Store. But I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I am curious to know. Keep in mind, my unit was defective. The right speaker was not working properly. It's currently shipped back. I'm waiting for a replacement unit from Asus. So as soon as I get that, I will report back on the sound. Now, from the other reviews that I've checked out, everything seems to be working normally. Sound seems to be pretty good on this device. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if it's a manufacturing problem. It just might be a one-off on my particular unit. So just please keep that in mind. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to make that happen. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. And check out our website at AMDtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMDtech. See ya.